So, I'm thinking a lot about if I do decide to start going to this church and like try to like be friends with some people and like, you know what I mean? What they're actually going to think about my, the way I live and the stuff I think about the Bible, because I'm not quiet about that, you know what I mean? I, I think Jesus was the truth, the way, and the light. And I want to follow in his example, and I want to spread the truth and show people the way and the light. So, I'm not, no way am I trying to, like, go to this church and, like, change people or, like, have any type of, like, I don't want to make a fundamentalist not a fundamentalist. I mean, if I could share something with them that brought them to that conclusion, like through them studying and making that conclusion on their own, if I just like drew their attention to something that made them do this, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I'm not trying to destroy this church. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like make them lose membership or anything. If anything, I want them to grow, and I want more people to come because I would like to meet more people. So, but it is an interesting thought for me because it scares me to think that I might get somewhat emotionally invested in some of these people, and I think I am becoming somewhat emotionally invested in a few of the guys that I know at the meetings. I like those guys, and I care about their situations, and if I hear something is going wrong in their life, then that makes me sad, and if something's going great, then I'm happy for them. I'm a very compassionate person anyway, so it scares me to think that if I get emotionally attached to these people and then I share something with them that they think is just like blasphemous or wrong, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that to scare them away. Or I don't want them to be like, you gotta get out, you gotta like not come to our church anymore. Um, because I can, like, if I have a Bible with me, I can cite pretty much I can back my statements up most of the time. So I I don't know. I just don't want to scare these people away from me, and I don't want to. I don't really care about if they. I mean, I do care about them, and I want them to be as happy as possible. But anytime I've ever tried to like show someone like how they could like be better, or how they could see something in a better way, they never understand. I'm really bad at communicating that. I could write you a paper about how global warming is, you know, either destroying the planet or fake, and and I could write 8 papers all day. That's not a problem. But like me trying to tell you how to do something like in a positive way, I'm not very good at it. I'm very blunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bullshitter, and people prefer bullshitters in those types of situations because it feels better, it's softer, it's cozy. But I'm just gonna fucking tell you you're a fucking pussy and you need to grow up. And and I mean, I try to be nicer about it, but you know, I'm just not very good at it. I try, but I'm not. I'm no psychologist. Um. So yeah, I'm kind of like, I have friends. I have people that know me that like would consider me a friend, but like most of them are not in this state, and and the people that are in this state I haven't seen in a really long time, so it'd be like awkward because we don't live so far away from each other that we shouldn't be hanging out. So I want real connections with people. I want people that'll be actually accountable to me, and like, if they don't hear from me in a long time, they're gonna call me or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want real relationships where I know people appreciate what I have to say. So it scares me that what I might have to say is different from what they think already, is different from what they believe, because those beliefs are very, they're very instilled to you. And, I had a hard time, well, no, I didn't. I didn't really have a hard time breaking through, like, my indoctrination or whatever, but I indoctrinated myself into, the heroin addict, leftist, like, type of mentality, and that was hard for me to break out of. So I don't know. I shouldn't be like comparing fundamentalist Christianity to heroin addiction, but I think in a lot of ways, once you get hooked to something like that, it's hard for you to get your mind out of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna apologize for that, but you know, I think that I'm still gonna try, and if it blows up in my face and I end up like, uh, you know, losing a bunch of friends, I've done it a million times already, so I know what it's like. I'm not so worried about it. Um, yeah.